All right, we are green. Brothers and sisters, I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, the beautiful country we live in, and how we're going to save both of them together. We've got two more states, guys, simultaneously dropping lawsuits against Glock that just happened, coincidentally, to match the Everytown for Gun Safety lawsuit against Glock coming out of Chicago. It's weird because you'd think that the exact same target, using the exact same attacks, with the exact same lawsuits from two different leading gun organizations now, or gun control organizations now, against the same manufacturer that just happens to be the largest manufacturer and seller of firearms in the United States, or handguns rather, the coincidences abound, don't they? Everything's going to be linked into the description box below. I cannot wait to hear what you guys think about this one. And of course, as you filter in here, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on. That YouTube algorithm is taking you guys away very quickly, like a thief in the night. So make sure they're not unsubscribing you from your subscription of freedom to this channel. All right, people, let's dive into this. You can't make this stuff up, guys. As you get in here, make sure you got me 5x5. Okay, excellent. This is, guys, the empire is going to strike back. I said this when Trump won. I said this when everything started filtering out. Just like when we struck back when Biden was inaugurated on the 20th of January, 4 years ago. When that happened, we passed 10 plus constitutional carry states. The left is going to do the same thing against their gun rights. They're going to come out swinging because they're like a wounded animal in the corner. I guarantee you, they even reference it in the Easter egg at the end of this article. Make sure you stay here for that one. But as you can see, guys, we've got two new states going after Glock. Why? Because criminals convert their guns to full auto, so therefore it's Glock's fault. Just like Everytown for Gun Safeties in Chicago. Guys, this is why I make these shirts. Like the shirt that I made right here, you see? Nobody likes the Glock block. It's linked in the description box below if you want one. I'll open it up just for this occasion because they literally cannot stop. And no one likes them. Ergo, no one likes a Glock block. Link in the description. Let's go. All right. Let's dive in to Minnesota and New Jersey because those two states, coincidentally, I'm sure, again, it's a coincidence. Those are the exact same states whose attorney generals, Matthew Platkin in New Jersey and Keith Ellison in Minnesota, told Glock to preserve their documents when Chicago sued Glock. It's weird how that all works out. We've been tracking it ever since it happened. All right, let me get into this. As you can see, here is the date right here, December 12, 2024. Minnesota and New Jersey sued Glock on Thursday over the design of its iconic 9mm semi-automatic pistol, claiming that the company had failed to make changes to prevent its easy conversion to a deadly illegal machine gun. Now, let's, of course, guys, not talk about the fact that full autos have been illegal in this country since 1934 without a tax stamp and without the proper papers and taxes. Can we talk about that? Because the very idea that you need to sue Glock because criminals are doing something which further undermines your gun control desires is kind of telling by itself. Oh, it gets worse. Let's keep going. Over the past few years, criminals, gang members, and teenagers have fitted their Glock handguns with so-called switches. Okay, you know what's interesting about those guys? Criminals, no background check on those. Gang members, weird, active gang members involved in crime, and teenagers. All three of those are prohibited persons. How could a prohibited person even get a gun? It's against the gun control laws. It's weird. And make them full auto, which is against federal? Guys, the mysteries, they never cease. It is odd. I mean, you're seeing this, right? Huh. Maybe it's later in the article. Let's get in. And I hope you picked up that sarcasm because, whoa, buddy. The two suits, listen to this, part of an aggressive push by Democratic attorneys general and gun control groups against manufacturers, claim that the company's leaders have known for decades that two significant design characteristics of the weapon make it susceptible to conversion into a machine gun, which by itself is a felony. Why is this on Glock? Explain that to me. You know what? It's time. Hold on a second. Let me hit this again. No one likes a Glock block. All right, let's keep going. If you're talking about a criminal doing something to a firearm, that doesn't sound like the manufacturer. That sounds like the criminal. Just saying, pretty easy. But this is not about common sense. This is about gun control, circumventing the PLCAA, which is the Protection and Lawful Commerce and Arms Act. Not only have they rebuffed efforts of law enforcement officials to make the gun more difficult to alter, they have marketed it as customizable. Oh my God, clutch your pearls. They marketed a Glock, one of the most customizable handguns on the market, as customizable? I mean, honestly, it's so bare bones in some cases that you have to customize it to make it functional. Not functional, but make it the way you'd like it to function. From a standpoint of, like, trigger pull and stuff. Anyway, but customizable, guys. Can you the audacity? Oh, look. Hey, look. It was brought in conjunction with the National Gun Control Group, Giffords. Now, this is another interesting point, guys. And as we get into this, so Chicago has their lawsuit against Glock being run by Everytown for Gun Safety. Well, apparently, Giffords.org got a little bit of the green monster and a little jelly, because now they partner with Minnesota and New Jersey, and now they've got their own lawsuits going through state apparatus against the same target. Isn't that weird? I tell you what, wonders never cease. Let's keep going, though, because I'm sure there's more here. Again, wait for the Easter egg at the end. Guys, the Easter egg is where... Just wait. The ATF determined in 1981 that a weapon equipped with an auto-sear was, in a legal sense, a machine gun. An owner must obtain a special license and pay fees to own an automatic weapon or face up to 10 years in federal prison. Well, at least they said that in the New York Times. I mean, at least they said how stupid this was on its face. But, I just wanted to highlight that. Let's continue, though, because it gets really interesting where they go here. So, basically, the route that they're taking on this, and this is Minnesota and New Jersey, back to back here. It's on the screen, of course. Minnesota lawsuit is going after the state's consumer protection laws for deceptive trade practices. Okay, and the New Jersey one is filed simultaneously. I'm sure it's a coincidence. Uses a new public nuisance law that gives officials broad authority to pursue cases related to public safety and public safety and health. This is the same thing that they've been doing for 4 years. They're leveraging public safety and health, and they're manipulating laws in order to circumvent the Protection and Lawful Commerce in Arms Act in order to take down one of the largest producers of firearms in the United States, one of the most popular in the United States, because they don't like guns. That's exactly what you're talking about. And the gun-controlling groups, Giffords and Everytown, have figured out that if they just infiltrate the state-level Attorney General office, donate just the right amount of money and support, they're going to get these lawsuits with states' names on them, which makes them more likely to carry any weight. Guys, this is literally 101. That's exactly what they're doing. But don't worry. The Attorney General of New Jersey, Matthew Platkin, said this amazing sentence right here, which boggles my mind. Quote, "You have kids using these things." It's weird, kids can't have guns. "A kid fires a Glock with a switch in Newark housing projects, shoots 28 or 29 rounds, and just over a second hits 3 people. Matthew J. Platkin, the Attorney General of New Jersey and a Democrat, said in an interview before the lawsuit was filed. Weird how they timed an interview right before the lawsuit, and then they reference kids using guns when they can't. Okay, anyway. Good Lord, guys, this is the stuff we deal with. But let's get down here to the Easter egg I promised you, and then we'll jump into the comments here. He said, this is the chief counsel for Giffords, okay? He said he expected the effort to ramp up after President-elect Donald J. Trump rolled back reforms enacted during the Biden administration. Quote, "We're pulling together to focus on industry accountability, to focus on really irresponsible and reckless actors in the gun industry," Mr. Skaggs said. "The election of Trump makes it even more critical." That's the big payoff. That's what I was trying to have you guys in here for. Because literally, just like we did it and we pushed constitutional carry across 10 states in the Biden administration, they're going to line up and they're going to use, what's the exact words? The election of Trump making it even more critical, and they are pulling together to focus on industry accountability. They are going to Empire Strikes Back at us as hard as they can because they need to gain momentum, and it's going to be expensive and it's going to be loud. It's coming. They're doing it right here in the end of the 2024 season. They're coming into 2025, and they're going to come out swinging because gun control in blue states is low-hanging fruit. This is why we are going to fight every single day, because I guarantee you they're coming. Let me jump into the comments here real quick. VA Wolf says, customizable. Yes, apparently that is what makes them evil. Customizable, because you can customize them. Yep. Okay. Funny they denoted Platkin as a Democrat, really. Well, he's in New Jersey, of course. Is Glock an assault weapon or not? That's a good question. Oh, I'm just going through your comments here, guys. If you have one, throw it in there. Democrat Peoples of Illinois. Communism gets to start. This has to stop. VA Wolf, honestly, man, it's not going to stop because they have a vested interest in continuing to push forward. They have revenue coming in. They are a corporation. I know they're not for profit or actually filed, but they have full-on salaries. They have full-on obligations. They have donations. They have all sorts of things with money coming in. This is all about corporations. They will absolutely come out swinging harder to gain market share in the loss of Kamala Harris. So very innovative. That's right. Can we sue Honda for drunk driving? Excellent point. That's almost exactly what's happening here. Almost exactly what it is. Or taking the governor off for loud sound ordinances. In Michigan, even the wrong color makes it illegal. That is true. I saw that as well. Everything is customizable. Lewis, that is a good way to say it. Everything is customizable. And to wrap this video up, the big secret about this, if they can get Glock for something being convertible, guess what else they're going to get? ARs. Every single gun is easily convertible and customizable. This is the road they're playing. They start small, they go big. They're not dumb. I think they are unconstitutionally infringing evil, but not dumb. And that's what I'll leave you guys with. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you guys are just now getting in here, make sure you watch this back because, no one likes a Glock block, and that's what I'm going to leave it with you guys.